Welcome to the Parlour Coffee House Sessions. I'm Jan Hall from Folk Roots Radio. Singer-songwriter David Lum weaves together influences as diverse as Bruce Cockburn, James Keelaghan, the Indigo Girls and Keb'Mo, as he draws the listener into his stories about the human condition. Born in Vancouver, David spent a decade in Winnipeg before settling in Hamilton, Ontario, and his songs are as varied as the landscapes he's traveled through. With a guitar style that moves from folk to blues and everything in between. He's also a multi-instrumentalist and performs with Ontario trios Outside the Box and Sing Me a River. David's just released his second solo album. It's entitled True North. He's our special guest in the studio today, and he's coming up right now. Enjoy.
This first song is called True North. It's the title track off my latest CD. And I started it in Hamilton a few years back, and I was driving out to Manitoba for Folk Festival. And by the time I got to Marathon, Ontario, I had the whole song finished. So this is called True North. Stuck way out on Highway 1, hours from my home. So I turned off at the junction, on the back roads I did roam. Now I'm broke down in some small town, forever so it seems, between where I should be going and where I wanna be. Now I have no aversion to this rocky mountain view, and my eyes, they will be lonely when it's time to bid adieu. Now the crystal cold clear waters reflecting back at me, the ripples of a life that I'm not sure I wanna see. But my compass points to true north, and my true north strong and free. Sometimes I'm way off course, I'm off the map or lost at sea. But my old friend, the North Star, always watches over me. And my compass points to true north, and my true north strong and free. I've played for change at Portage in Maine, enough to get me by. And the future was as brilliant as a Manitoba sky. But the prairie wind's relentless, horizons have no end. And I'm a kite that's come untethered, and I've taken flight again. But my compass points to true north, and my true north strong and free. Sometimes I'm way off course, I'm off the map or lost at sea. But my old friend, the North Star, always watches over me. My compass points to true north, and my true north strong and free. Now I settled down in Steeltown, content with where I've been. And the wheels are turning slower, and the tire tread's worn thin. There's still a spark that makes me want to take hold of that key. Or we can go together, 'cause I'm taking you with me. And my compass compass points to true north, and my true north strong and free. Sometimes I'm way off course, I'm off the map or lost at sea. But my old friend, the North Star, always watches over me. My compass points to true north, and my true north strong and free. Our compass points to true north, and our true north strong and free. Our compass points to true north, and our true north strong and free. Yeah. This next song is called Firefly, Firefly, and I wrote it after leaving a friend's house after dinner, and their house is in the countryside, and we were just surrounded by millions, what seemed to be millions of fireflies, and it sort of got me thinking about how life is fragile and brief, like the firefly's light. You know, it burns brilliantly and then it's gone. So. That's what's inspired this song. Firefly, firefly, be my guide and light, and lead me through the night till I'm home. When I was 23, thought the world belonged to me, like a bolt out of the blue. You, starlight, star bright, the only star I see tonight. Wish I may and hope I might make you mine. Firefly, firefly, be my guiding light, and lead me through the night till I'm home. Brown coats and boutonnieres, handshakes and joyful tears. Tonight we're gathered here to have and hold. Firefly, firefly, be my guiding light, and lead me through the night till I'm home. Firefly, firefly, be our guiding light, and lead us through the night till we're home. You had to crawl before you walked, now you race against the clock. Right before my aging eyes, child, you're leaving home. Well, it's back to me and you, and the house we built for two. The payments coming due on a borrowed time. Firefly, firefly, be my guiding light, and lead me through the night till I'm home. Firefly, firefly, be our guiding light, lead us through the night till we're home. Now when I go for a walk, alone out after dark, I could see a million sparks, and every single one's a memory of your shining star. Oh, firefly, firefly, a light that burns so bright, illuminate the last days of my life. Whoa, firefly, firefly, be my guiding light, lead me through the night till I'm home. Firefly, firefly, be my guiding light, and lead me through the night, now I'm home. This song is called A Different Shade of Blue, and it's the first blues song I ever wrote. And it's all about turning lemons into lemonade. coffee, 2 cents to my name. Ain't seen my baby now for 39 days. I should have the blues, but I figure I'm just paying my dues. Yeah. The grass seems greener on the other side, but you can't see underneath the dirt they're trying to hide. Storm's on its way to wash all my blues away. The rain falling down on me when it's overcast and gray is the rain that quenches my thirst on a hot summer day. I'm changing my view to a different shade of blue. Tank is empty, got nowhere to go. Can't seem to get further down to the end of the road. Though it ain't my style, think I'll stick around here for a while. The rain falling down on me when it's overcast and gray is the rain that quenches my thirst on a hot summer day. I'm changing my view to a different shade. Changing my view to a different shade. Changing my view to a different shade of blue. My name is Sarah, you see who I am. A sister and a daughter, a mother and a friend. But I see imperfection, a mirror full of flaws. But the whole of me is greater than the sum of all my parts. My name is William, and I've a broken heart, but I am strong and silent, and I have played the part. 'Cause big boys, they don't cry, that's what I've been taught. But the whole of me is greater than the sum of all my parts. And I am nothing, I am plenty. Is the glass half full or empty? And onward I'm a soldier, till my cup it runneth o'er. And I have nothing, I have plenty. Is the glass half full or empty? On the brink of something better, when my cup runneth o'er. can see right through me, and I am crystal clear. Water, wine, or whiskey, joy and hope and fear. And if you drop me, would I shatter, or would I find release? 'Cause the whole of me is greater than the sum of all my pieces. And I am nothing, I am plenty. Is the glass half full or empty? And onward I'm a soldier, till my cup it runneth o'er. And I have nothing, I have plenty. Is the glass half full or empty? On the brink of something better, when my cup runneth o'er. On the brink of something better, when my cup runneth o'er.
That's David Lum live in the Quantum Sound production studios in Kingsville for the Sun Parlour Coffee House sessions. A special guest in the studio. It's great to have you join us today.
It's great to be here, Jan. Thanks.
Now, you were born in Vancouver.
Yes.
And then moved to Winnipeg and finally on to Hamilton. But let's get some dates in there. How long did you spend out west?
Well, I was born in Vancouver, and then I moved to Winnipeg about 2007. And I was there for about 10 years, or eight or 9 years anyways. And
because you were playing music out in Vancouver. I think I saw that you played Mission Hills and a few others.
Yes, I was in a folk trio out there, and then I moved to Winnipeg for work, and I got into the music scene there, and was part of a songwriting group, and we did some shows with the CBC, and then I moved to Hamilton.
Yeah, but Hamilton, it does have a great music scene.
It does, yeah.
You've been there once, so just a few years then in
Hamilton? Hamilton, I've been here now for about 9 years.
9 years. And you're involved in your solo career as David Lum, but you're also involved in two combos, Outside the Box and Sing the River.
Yeah, they're two very different groups. And Peter Light from Outside the Box, he's been on the show.
He has been on the show, yeah.
And I'm his bass player, mandolin, and guitar. And in Sing the River, we're three songwriters, so we all sing, play guitar. I also play mandolin with them, and we do a lot of three-part harmonies. And they, Dorothea and Kathy, are in that group. They're actually on the CD as well. And actually, Gwen, Potter, and Peter are on the CD as well. So basically, all my musical friends are on there.
So this is your second CD. It's entitled True North.
Yes.
You produced it yourself because, when I was coming over here today and I'm listening to the tunes. Great job on the production.
Thank you.
Where did you actually record it?
In my second bedroom. Mostly.
That's technology for you, isn't it?
Yeah. And then occasional forays into my friends' houses to do their parts. And I'd just bring it back to my place and sort of mix everything together. Yeah.
Well, it's got a lovely sound to it, which is interesting because I've interviewed other people before and I'd say, well, where did you record that? Oh, in the bathroom. But, the technology really has allowed us to record in all sorts of places, without having to make the trek to the studio.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your songwriting. One of the things in your bio that I loved is that you describe your songs as being about the human condition. Songs that reflect on life and relationships, that sort of thing. And I know with a couple of the songs that you played for us today, speak to that. Tell us a little bit about how you go about writing a song.
There really is no method. Sometimes it's spontaneous. Sometimes an entire story will come out in one sitting after a Saturday morning or Sunday morning. Other ones I'll write, 3/4 of it, and then I get stuck and I put it away for a little bit, and then I come back to it later, and then it finishes like that.
Did you come from a musical family, or?
No, unless you count karaoke.
No, absolutely not.
Unless you count karaoke. My mom and my sister used to be They used to have a karaoke machine, and they used to take over my band rehearsal space because I had the PA, and so they bring down their karaoke machine and they get their friends over and use that. But no, I sort of learned just through school. I remember way back in elementary school, we were taught ukulele and choir and things like that, and I thought that was it really spoke to me, but I never really did anything with it until high school. So I think I was 16, and there's another fellow who in my guitar class. We decided to do like a duo. And I was 16, I think. I played my first gig at a place in Vancouver called the Classical Joint. It's long gone, but it used to be the sort of the hotbed for jazz, folk, blues music. So I started pretty young, and then I sort of dropped it for a few years, and I came back to it and dropped it, and then it came back into my life, and then it's stuck ever since.
Well, you play a few different instruments now.
Yes.
Is that you like the challenge of picking up a new instrument, or is it a case of someone like Peter Light saying, we'd love to have you in the band, but you need to play bass?
Yeah, no. I've been playing bass for quite a long time, and then I picked up mandolin and other instruments since then. But I think as a guitarist, I started at 16, and there's you feel sort of limited after a while. So somewhere back in the 80s, I decided to pick up a bass and started playing with that. And then as the years go on, you start recording, and you can't find a bass player, so you play it yourself. And same with mandolin and that sort of thing. So that's how that all sort of came about.
Now, as far as your influences are concerned, I always like it when people say, you have like Bruce Cockburn, the Indigo Girls, Keb'Mo in there, a lot of variety. Do you think there's an area that you may, as time goes on, focus more in, or is it just going to be as the songs come and how you feel about them?
I think that's exactly how it is. It's how I feel, what comes out. I guess my core genre is the folk singer-songwriter stuff, but once in a while a blues song will come out of me, or I have another song on the CD that's ukulele based. It's a little bit more.
Is that the Old Dogs one?
Yes, New Tricks and Old Dogs. Yeah,
New Tricks and Old Dogs.
And that's another song that came out on the couch one Saturday morning.
With the dog, probably.
We have no dogs.
Oh, we have no dogs.
It's just I had this notion of the story of an older couple who meet and fall in love and so on and so forth. So,
tell us a little bit about your show. What people can expect when they come to a David Lum show.
First solo show, pretty much a little bit of storytelling, some humor. I like to lighten the mood sometimes, because some of the songs I write are a little darker or a little bit more serious. So I like to interject that with some comments, or I like to rapport with the audience as well.
Your website is davidlum.com. That's probably the best place to get information about what you're up to.
Yeah, I post all my events and gigs for myself and also the other two groups.
So we have one song left to play. What are you going to play for us?
This is called Enough, and this is sort of one of those songs that I wrote on the couch Saturday morning, and it's basically about living within your means and being happy with what you've got, even if you don't have a lot.
Yeah. So, it's a great album, True North.
Thank you.
By David Lum, our special guest in the studio today for the Sun Parlour Coffee House Sessions. One more song is coming up right now. Thanks again.
Thank you. This song is called Enough. I wrote it after a Friday night of YouTubing. And you start on one subject and you end up on a bunch of cat videos and a bunch of other things. And that evening I ended up on a bunch of Leon Redbone videos. And so I went to bed, and the next morning, Saturday morning, this song just came out, and it's in sort of a Leon Redbone sort of style, and it's about being happy with what you got. It's called Enough. You could walk a mile in my shoes, you'd be walking away from the blues. Wipe off the slate and you can start anew. Don't have money, got no big plans, counting my blessings like the pennies in my hand. Ain't getting any younger, gotta live the best you can. No fancy threads to get dressed up, drink my whiskey from a coffee cup. We don't have much, but baby, we sure got enough. Oh yeah, we do. Is paid, no bills are due. Got a few dollars I can spend on you. Let's go out on the town and maybe get a drink or two. No fancy threads to get dressed up, drink our Merlot from our coffee cups. We don't have much, but baby, we sure got enough. No, we don't have much, but baby, we sure got enough. No, we don't have much, but baby, we sure got enough.